Aerith truly believes that if she does not interfere with Sephiroth's plan, the planet will be boned. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Today, we're in, we're in Bone Village. You know how it is. Last time we were in Wutai. Did some side questing fun over there. That's the operative word. It's fun. Very loose, I would say. But hey, we did have a good time. I don't know why I keep lying to you. All right, so we got some new gear. Yeah, we'll just pick up 3 of these. Rune armlet. Okay, that's why it's more expensive. It is the... Oh, man! Finally. Double growth materia stuff that isn't a weapon. We're gonna need just 3 of those because they're not for combat, progressing. That's more of a, I want to get things as juiced as possible. We're looking pretty good on that front, honestly. Like, if you look at materia stuff, we're working through a lot of these, Those are some low-level elementals I got, and that's because we have 3 capped ones and a capped lightning. So we're starting to give birth to a lot of new stuff, so that's great. Feel pretty good about being able to, like, have stuff on other party members instead of having, like, the main party materia set, and that's where a lot of that stuff is starting to build out a bit more so that I can keep stuff on people even if they're in the reserves. Let's try and dig up the Lunar Harp. We need that, otherwise the sleeping forest up there won't let us progress. I just want them to find this specific thing. So, let's head on up. Select square. So, there's one spot where we can find it. Your visual guide for this one's gonna be the smokestack. We'll go about here. And add a surveyor. Then we wait for the worker to get into position. And go, that's enough. Then we can set up a bomb. And then they'll turn toward the location of the item, which they move ever so slightly. Then we'll move, we'll basically meet their eye line. And overnight, they'll dig it up. So, there's you can get a lot of stuff out of this. You can pick up, like, mega elixirs just off doing these digs. And then they populate the item in a chest at the front, and there it is. Now, with this beautiful item, we have a great opportunity to break through the other part of this area. Normally, we cannot make it past here, as we had that scene with Aerith, of course, and we picked up Kujata episodes prior, but now a new screen! The sleeping forest awoke as the Lunar Harp played its song. And now, finally, we can progress. But not the thing I want to progress. After using the Lunar Harp, the 11th Fort Condor battle has arrived! See you in a second, man. Yeah, we did it. I'm gonna be honest here. The fact that we can get through these battles really fast does save this for being a thing I'm actually going to do every battle in. I imagine if I was in, like, number 10 of these, and I really tried to play it, like, letting them come to me, like I was doing in the first few, I would, oh my god. It's apocalyptically, horrible media. Oh, goodness. Anyway, once again, we, clapped their ass, and I got myself 5x potions for the whole deal. Which are pretty good. I mean, they help you out a bunch. Enemies are starting to drop them. I think I was fighting random enemies in Wutai, and some of them have an X potion as their drop. So that's going to be pretty helpful. I mean, our HP is getting pretty high. Like, Cloud's hitting like 3k. Anyway, I have to make it all the way back to the Icicle region again. So, see you in a second. Alright, made it back to the now awakened sleeping force, busting through. Ah, here we go. All right, now we can progress. It's not often we get to see a coral reef like above water. Water ring. Let's have a check on that. Absorbs water attacks. You know, I'm gonna give this to Barrett. He doesn't like getting wet. The texture makes him uncomfortable. Okay, immediately we run into a problem. Where am I going? Looking around a little bit. Oh boy. Oh yes. We're dealing with my favorite situation. Can't identify what I'm doing on the map, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. They're hitting me with Razor Leaf. We'll just hit them with a Trine, and then that should probably be wraps for them. Yep. Very good amount of stuff you're getting in here, though. God damn. It's a lot. Oh, I can walk up this. There you go. It's always a question of, like, is that thing jutting out a wall or walkable? Always got to figure it out. We know these guys fold to one of these, so just get it in real quick. You guys got to pile on? Fuck you. Come on, man. The seahorse is really good at queuing those attacks real fast. Like, come on, man. Can you grow up? Oh, hold up. Hold up. Big Barrett got himself new limit. Unlocked satellite beam. We'll set that up and check it. Attacks all enemies. Alright, so getting a level 3 is good for him. He's definitely been putting in the work as of late. Trying to impress me. His report card for being useful in battle. Definitely going to be good for him. Oh, the scale on this. Into the mushroom. Ooh, yeah. Bust out the weird synth for this one, folks. We're reaching some real stuff here. Alright, we got a few options. Let's head this way. We have now entered the Forgotten Capital. The capital of houses that are made of shells, I guess. Hold on. There we go. Hey! Vid up. Nice. God, this track has always been such a heater. Very good atmosphere builder. And elixir. This is such a nice house. Like, the woodwork, really good. Check it out. Beds. These old bones are getting tired. How about we take a break? Maybe we should rest. Yes. Huh? I can feel it. What's wrong, Cloud? Aerith is here. And so is Sephiroth. What? Sephiroth? But wait, how can you tell? I can't explain it, I just know in my heart. Well, shit! This ain't no time for sleeping. Right. Let's hurry and find Aerith. Most crucially, what do we have here? Yes! Oh my goodness! An enemy skill materia for the whole party? That's right, folks. We are in it. Now, real gaming can happen. I'm gonna ditch my poison for now because it's maxed out anyway. We have finally done it. We have achieved our dreams. A third enemy skill. The world is our oyster. There's probably some sort of oyster structure somewhere in here as well. Sad to say, though, the sleeping thing is a special progress flag that you have to do, right? And, yeah, there's another Fort Condor battle. I'm sorry to say, there's no one sadder to say this than me. You know me. There's no one more sad than me that is the truth of the matter. It's coming from over there. Yeah, further into the Forgotten Capital we must go, but not now because I have to go on a grand adventure. To fucking go backward after doing collectively, what was it, 5 minutes of content before they're like, yeah, go back and do fucking Fort Condor battle number 12. Alright, so I will be back, and it's gonna be a longer break between it because we just got enemy skills, so I'm just gonna go retrace my steps and start filling it up with stuff. Mainly the ones that, the moves that I'm always clicking in there. I don't need Matra magic on it, you know, but I probably will need the elemental spreads and, like, Mighty Guard. So, I'll be back. See you in a minute. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. Another Fort Condor game completed. That's great. You know, I'm actually in a better mood than I usually am upon finishing one of these because I did stuff around the area before going in here that wasn't focused on it. So as a result, I wasn't like in my all I'm doing is this mode. So, alright, cool. Now tell them when they'll launch and fight next, maybe in 2 more in-game story stuff. It's fine. We're getting a little bit of a break. Give me back my 2,000 bucks. And then give me 5 more X potions. What do we even add on X potions at this point? 46. Yeah, we're good. We're good. As you can see, we're kind of beat up here. I rolled all the way through to this area. I picked up the 4 critical enemy skills that I can get. Sadly, Trine is just not on the table. Forgot, that's Materia Keeper's skill. So, I don't know exactly what else uses it. I decided to not immediately look it up. There's plenty of time to go juice up Cloud's enemy skill in a bit, but I did pick up the major 4, which include Beta, Aqua Breath, White Wind, and Mighty Guard. So we got our defensive skill, our healing skill, and 2 of our big spreads. Just went in. I should change my setup though. I was running Puppet / Manipulate to be able to grab the 2 of those skills, but we can then go back to Poison. Get our goop on. Wait. Okay, yeah, we got everything. Alright, I will be back in the Forgotten Capital. And then we can spend the rest of the episode not going backward. Okay, that's right. I have returned. Back at the Forgotten Capital. Let's see. Okay, we got a western spot here. Looking around. There seems to be some sort of structure up to the left. Here we go. Alright, we got a save point. We got a treasure. A magic up. That can be pretty good. Let's thumb our way down here for our stat ups. You can have that. Give me that. Yep, all this works out. And, you know, a convenient save. That was kind of a massive waste, but I also have, like, almost capped on 10s. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Oh, this puts us, like, on the upper area here. It's down here. Big ass round room. Hello. Aurora armlet. Let's see how good that is. Absorbs ice attacks. That could be good. I'd lose out on some stuff, so I'd have to pick somebody with we'll keep it in the wings for now. Just keep it in mind. Alright, how do I hold on. Get to the stairs. There we go. There we go. We got it. Anytime this track plays, you know the vibes aren't very good. I'm gonna be honest here. There's some areas you go in this game where it's like, oh no, nothing ever good happens preceding this. Next thing you know, they start popping out those chosen by the planet. Whoa. The game really sells the anticipation by just having, you know, the way they move the camera, the amount of times they have us go through a narrow head toward the broom in the distance at this part of the game. So cool. Another gorgeous building and a materia at the end. It seems to be magic. Comet. I'm gonna be honest with the whole Sephiroth plan going on. Kinda in bad taste to have one here, but sure, why not? Brand new. Alright, let's ditch poison for now. We got Comet and Cometeor as our big ones here. It's gonna be powerful. Actually, hold on. Let's show me the element. Won't be able to cast it out here. Yeah, so it's non-elemental magic. So we're gonna want it just entirely based on that. God. This is so sick. Such a beautiful structure. Alright, so we have another save point. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we should save. Yeah, what if we die here? What if I die and everything was for nothing? I also don't want to re-get that thing. You know we're in for a big boss when they really pace this stuff out. You know, what a great thing to do directly after the Don Corneo rape party. Like, ah, there she is. Wait up, shit. Fuck it. Hold on. I fucked it up. Yeah, there we go. Shit. Oh, damn it. Aerith, I'll be there in a second. Hold on. Fuck. Ah, shit. Keep praying. I'm working on it. Yeah. Oh, fuck. How'd that happen? That's crazy. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I came as quickly as I could. Except for last episode. Uh-oh. My head's doing weird shit again. Evil version of the main theme. Yo, I don't think we need a sword in a time like this, Cloud, but that's, uh-oh, I'm getting possessed again a little bit. I'm kind of I can't move. Oh. I don't think we should do this, man. She hasn't even addressed us yet. Cloud, crazy son of a bitch. What are you trying to make me do? Oh shit, watch out! The smirk really sells it. Aerith. This can't be happening. There's no need to worry. Soon that girl will become one with the energy coursing around the planet. So concludes this little detour of mine. All that remains is to head north to the promised land that awaits beyond the snowfields. There I will ascend with the Shut up. I don't care. The cycle of nature, your stupid plan, just leave me out of it. Aerith is gone. She'll never talk again, never laugh, never cry, never get angry. Never, force me to do dates against my will. What about us? What are we supposed to do? What is this pain? My fingers are tingling. My mouth is dry. My eyes are burning. What nonsense is this? Do you mean to say you have feelings? Of course! Who do you think I am? Don't pretend you're sad. Why tremble with anger that's not even there? After all, Cloud, Ah! That's quite large. Oh boy. Alright, let's get to work. Well, we should bust out the new skill here. Oh, that's a pretty big hit, even with that. It's casting Reflect. Ah, great. Alright, spells are off the table, unless I could take that off, but I don't think I have a way to. Alright, in today's episode, we find out whether or not enemy skills count. Hey, we're still in. Azure Resplendence. Okay, it seems to be something water-based because we got our ring that absorbs it on. Alright, we just gotta focus. And that's all she wrote, folks. Not too bad. We're pretty strong. After all, you're just a puppet. I'm a puppet. Listen up, everyone. My name is Cloud, ex-soldier, born in Nibelheim. I came all this way to settle a score with Sephiroth. We already knew that. I came this far of my own free will, at least that's what I thought. But if I'm being honest, I'm afraid of myself. There's a part of me I don't even know. I gave the black materia to Sephiroth, handed it right to him. And if you all hadn't intervened, it would have been me who killed. There's someone else inside me. Someone capable of terrible things. A me who isn't me. Which is why I should probably give up on this journey. Before I do something even worse. But I can't. I'm gonna keep going. 5 years ago, Sephiroth burned my hometown to the ground, and now he's killed Aerith. And from here, he plans to destroy the whole planet. I can't let him get away with it. I have to keep going. I have a favor to ask. I'd like you all to come with me. You will, right? I need you to keep an eye on me, to make sure I don't do something crazy. But, I mean, I don't know how Aerith was playing to stop Meteor. And I guess now we've got no way of finding out. But it isn't over yet. We still got a chance. We just need to take back the black materia before Sephiroth can use it. So come on. Let's mosey. End of part 1. Let's go! End of disc 1. Please insert disc 2. We used to be a real country when when they would bust out a graphic like this. Hell yeah, man. Well, we're back. That's right, folks. Welcome to disc 2. Now, for you, it was seconds. For me, it was hours. So, my setup on this, I'm using an emulation wrapper to play FF7. And ran into a bit of a problem. There, for some reason, because the files, I guess, are in, like, specialized folders, couldn't do an eject disk, put it back in type of dealie. I'm like, okay, I'll just boot up. I'll boot up my disc 2. So I did. Load game. Saves not there. Couldn't find out where the saves were. Changed the path of where the saves are. And then I did the most crucial thing that was needed to be done. I clicked the setting that said, don't make every game have its own memory card for some reason. Which allowed me to get disc 2 to read my save. But what did it cost? I had a save state before this episode started. I was able to load that. But I did have to replay the entire episode's content, which means I had to do Fort Condor's thing twice! And all the enemy skills I got for Cloud. It was a mess. But we are in disc 2, and I know how everything works now. We will no longer have issues. Alright, let's see. What do we got next? They did not heal me in between. Also, my materia setup probably gonna be different. I went for different stuff. Because I was doing again, I'm like, I could just blindly do whatever. So I put the double materia growth armor on people. So that puts me in a good spot because it gives me a little bit of it gives me a little bit more juice in terms of like materia level ups than we had before. Which way that silver-haired scumbag go? Oh. Hey, you okay? Yeah. Sephiroth said something. He's headed north, beyond the snowfields. All right. Let's have an honest dialogue, ladies and gentlemen. The honest dialogue is I'm exhausted, and normally I cut out these trips to Fort Condor. And no, Casey, no. I just had a reckoning with myself just now that went, you can just do it on screen and you just talk about stuff, and then you'll end the episode having done it because it'll take you 20 minutes. But I can't do it. I'm too obsessed with giving you guys engaging footage in this Let's Play. I'm not going to phone it in. And some of you who haven't played this game before, or never did the Fort Condor stuff when it becomes available, may go, there's no way they're expecting you to do it again, huh? And I'm like, yes! The Fort Condor, I need you to understand how badly they placed these in terms from a main story perspective. Okay, so it goes in this order, right? Aerith leaves the party at the end of the Temple of the Ancients. Fort Condor has unlocked a fight. So you go back and you do it. The next area that the game has you go in, if you mainline, is Bone Village. So, you go to Bone Village, you get the Lunar Harp. You walk 2 screens forward, a new Fort Condor thing has been unlocked. You go all the way back, and all the way back to where you're at. You go into the Forgotten Capital. You enter 2 screens, you take a nap, a new Fort Condor has unlocked. You go all the way back, all the way up. You're back at the Forgotten Capital. You proceed 3 or 4 screens, and you fight Jenova Life. And Aerith dies. And then you switch discs, and the first thing they give you is another fucking one of these. Now, some may say, KZ, you're doing the thing you said you weren't going to do. You want to give it? I need to outline to you what the fuck they're doing here. That said, I will say this. Of playable, I have to go back and getting these. What we're about to experience here, right now, is the final annoying Fort Condor fight. In the game, there are about 21 of these fights. Of all of them, there are, I think it's like, there are 6 that you do not do. And in those, you had to rely on donations. You give them about $3,000, 3,000 gil, and they will auto-win these fights. Because for plot reasons, we will be too busy to actually go do these. The one we're about to do, and I'm soaking it in, it's the final time I have to do this run. And I'm gonna be honest here, the music right now, it's actually making me start to tear up. That I don't have to do this ever again. Because by the next time we have to do these, we should have access to a proper airship. So I can just fly across I don't have to do the going across rivers, switching from a little plane hovercraft to a buggy, to get into boats, to go to Junon, to have the helicopter drop me. I don't have to do it anymore. I'm tearing up. I'm getting emotional. Fuck, we're going. We're gonna enjoy this trip together. I just hyped myself up into doing it anyway. Oh, shit. Let's do it, folks. Let's fucking run it. Together, we shall achieve our dreams. God, it's just so annoying, dude. It's such a rough thing. I said I wouldn't do it, but somehow we get into it. We become a people, all right? We go through. You're just gonna see how the sausage is made, friends. All right, fucking yeah, get me all around this. Yeah, I'm freaking the fuck out. I just realized I took an edible 40 minutes ago. This is explaining a lot. I'm punching in the second half of this episode after a stream because I ran out of time. Thanks to the save issue, I couldn't finish the one episode I was filming today. So we're coming in a little weird. We're coming in a little hot. But it's alright. We're gonna be okay today. The only one I'm doing today, also. I have to make dinner after this. Alright, so, clear through this. I had to really memorize the Cosmo Canyon choke point, which is you're on fast forward trying to weave through that, because there's a lot of hills. Gotta be very careful out here. This game wants to kill me at all points. Okay, got another rank up. We love to see that. All right, and then we cross these, the sea foam parts of the river. They're trying to turn me into frogs. We're doing froggy jump, and this is gonna take us up here across the desert. Yeah, through the river. Stay on the right side, because the other part is, like, lifted up. Slightly elevated. We don't need any of that. Now we are in Costa del Sol, and we go across the bridge, and then we talk to this guy, and then we pay him 100 gil to stow away on his boat, and then we sail all the way across. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, and I gotta go to Junon. And we go through the door, and then we talk to this sailor, and thank God he exists. He lets me call this guy, and then I select outside of town. The first option's a trap that makes you go 4 screens. Then we drive through this, drive through that bush, we get into a fucking battle, as we do, and then we hit up here, we park, then we go up here, and we're in Fort Condor now. We begin the ascent of all time. We climb up that, and we climb up that, and here we are. And then he's like, perfect timing, and it makes me grind my teeth into dust. And then I say, we're good to go, as I swallow my fucking pride. And here we are, Fort Condor. Let's do a quick run. Here's hoping that Disc 2 doesn't immediately give you one that's, like, not cheesable somehow. We hit start game, and then it begins. We're gonna immediately mash L2 to minimize the speed. And we go binding lines, and we do this, and then 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 we do this. Okay. We're looking for... Okay, yeah, okay. So the attacker's good against this guy. We go up here, attack. We already got you here, so might as well just hit that. Okay. And, go for it. Okay, cool. These choke points is a little hard to get guys in, but we will work it out. And then we turn on speed up. Alright, you turn off speed up around this point because it's way too hard to reselect attack. We encounter the enemy here. He goes in for a hit. Do it back and forth. Reapply it. We hit start to turn on the fast forward again for me. Enemy destroyed. Wait. Enemy destroyed. And that is a minigame that lasts 25 seconds, but makes me have to do that annoying thing every time. It is soul-sucking. Well done. But Shinra will be back. Check in next time, buddy. And then we typically get about 10. It usually takes the 10 unit 2,000 gil thing pretty much every time we do that. So we will enjoy that. And we get the reward that specifically is for, I guess, winning all of them is 3 elixirs this time. That's way better than before, huh? I'm glad they finally rotated out something different. Let's see. Oh, I see it in the box here. Let's see. You'll receive 5x potions if you got the Vadris Claw earlier, or 3 elixirs if you've done every prior battle the normal way. Also, if you're doing a perfect game, make sure Fort Condor has 15,000 gil for leaving. 18k is ideal as long as you don't miss any fights. Okay, I don't know why I'm checking up here. I'm fairly certain I capped this place on money. But we might as well check. We don't want to fucking fumble at the end of the line, you know, right? Let's see. How do donations work? We got 30,000 gil left. Yeah, okay, so they have more than enough. And I believe when this quest is done, they will give me any extra money that they already have. I think we're set. Okay, so it's all done. We have finished. We have finished, and yet I will still take you all the way back because I always have to go all the way back. Why shouldn't you? Some people who knew that this was what was happening as they listened, you know, went, I'm good. I'll check back day after tomorrow for the next episode. they're like, whatever. This bro's not doing Whirlwind Maze today. Oh, fucking shit, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, one thing. I gotta talk about a type of person that maybe I knew they existed before, but only became aware of it through this guide that was discussing the concept of a perfect game of Final Fantasy VII. Now, I've known this type of person who wants every item in a video game, right? Like that's a thing where people want to like collect the stuff. It was especially a thing in like older games and even MMOs. Like if you play, say, the original Dot Hack games, one of the most immaculate characters, Mistral, her entire goal while playing the fake, the in-game MMO, The World, is to like collect one of every item. But I'm now being made aware of the concept of a perfect game, which is having 99 of every item in the game. What? I mean, I get it. It is a perfect game from that definition when I think about it, where it's like, okay, you have everything you could possibly get in a single game and you've capped it. Like, it's it. If we're thinking about, like, there's just nothing left to do in the game. That said, no! For what reason? Even I don't even have the capability of, like, I don't have the stomach to get one of every item in a game. Because I'm using some of them, so it's just not happening. Anyway, this I was reminded because one of the missable things here is, like, there are some weapons and stuff that you could, that will disappear from shops. Thankfully, we're good. And also, I'm pretty sure I got every single one of those weapons, and they will get outpaced by other stuff later. But, yeah, man. Very interesting. I'll say that, very interesting. It almost feels like it's almost in the same genre of I hit level cap during the bombing mission of FF7, which is a thing that was real. Cybershell has an immaculate video retelling the story of the greatest gamer hero to ever live. But yeah, just never saw much of the appeal here. I have now learned, apparently, according to this, if you master a... Hold on. Entirely forgetting what it's called here. Magnify. If you master a Magnify materia, you can sell it for 1.4 million gil? According to this guide, it says? Crazy. They're, of course, saying this by saying the quickest way to buy 99 of these 3 missable weapons. Just selling all materia for 1.4 million. Aside from that, there just seem to be too many other missables. Apparently cactars are in here, but they're very rare in that they drop like 10,000 bucks. But, you know, some things are meant to be missed, so it's not a big deal. There's also some cactars, some of the remake stuff, so we'll get our sexy cactus in there. And someone's like, why'd you just call him sexy? And I'm like, hey, God forbid I celebrate the assets of a cactus. Alright, so let's make the final journey here. Man, what a day we have had. Oh boy, my shit's hitting. I'm feeling woozy. It's a good thing we're almost there. Oh my god. You know, in the grand scheme of things, we were like, this isn't that long in the grand. But do you know how fucking mind-numbing it is to do it when you know that there's like next to no purpose on it? Do you understand? It's one thing if they're like, backtrack, and then there's like a set of things I can go do. I was happier earlier when I had to get like 4 enemy skills, so it made sense to go back. And that's why I was like less nonplussed earlier in the episode. This one, there's like, I'm barely doing anything. It's like I'm running back to go do a very short activity and then rolling back. I'm gonna be honest, you know, it makes me opine for the modern day. When I'm right here right now, just a button to like fucking fast travel in it. That said, I will say, it has made me appreciate this overworld a little more. Like, they really did some good map design on it. Like, it is satisfying, and it does make you more familiar with the location, and I did enjoy, like, understanding how to wrap around the locations and how to get through the Cosmo Canyon like choke point that it does to separate the second half of the second continent. There's a lot of stuff in there that I think is a positive thing. But also, fuck, I am never doing all of the Fort Condor shit when I replay this. But for this, where I'm being semi-thorough with my playthrough, has been fun. That said, we are ripping through enemies. Jenova couldn't handle me. I was like shocked at our damage output. So I'm going to make an effort moving forward to weaken myself. And you may go, how are you going to weaken yourself? I'm just going to try and not get lost in dungeons and get free levels off of me being lost and fighting everything. That, or most likely, if I start getting lost and have to cut, I'll just run. Because I feel like we are sitting pretty, you know? I don't want to, like, trivialize fights. I want to have that thrill. That back and forth is something you really enjoy in a game like this, but... So, we're going to try and even it out. But if I keep on working shit, it's like, whatever. I mean, don't worry. I'll probably end up doing the optional bosses in this, so I'm sure we'll have some battle content that actually is a nightmare, so... In the end, it'll all be okay. Hold on. I believe he came in from the east, right? There's like a fork over here? Yeah. He went off, Sephiroth went off that way. Or is it? Just saying. There's a lot to percolate on here. Especially when the nameplate that finished Sephiroth's last sentence literally says Jenova on it. Really gets the old noggin jogging, if you know what I mean. All right, so we're gonna wrap up for today. I hope people enjoyed the episode. I believe it's allowed to be a bit lighter on progress in this back third, entirely because, well, one of the most significant moments in the entire game occurred, preceding it. So that will do it. Enough of the fast forwarding. Enough of any of this nonsense. We're gonna save it. And we will be back next time with episode, I believe it's 22. Exploring some stuff. Let's, pop a tent. There we go. And next time on Final Fantasy VII, we will continue to pursue Sephiroth in an attempt to stop him from summoning Meteor with black materia. It'll be a great time, and I hope you will join me for it. You didn't leave. Alright, that's it. See you next time. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, well, hit the button that says you liked it. Maybe drop a comment, perhaps subscribe if you haven't. New videos coming out every other day, except when I forget for an extended period because I have to remake the credits like now. You can join the Patreon, by the way. Patreon.com/KZExcellent. If you pledge, your name gets to be in the credits of every single one of these videos. And if you pledge $25 or more, you get a special shout out like these people right now. Special shout outs go to Hero567890, David Gleberman, USDSD, Juice of Frost, Chris C, and WTF Spider-Man. Alright, let's get out of here.